I considered like getting like a cute jacket sweater thing on, but you know, really I'm freezing and I wanted a warm jacket. So this is why I'm dressed like this. Anyways, hi guys. I have a anticipated video, and that is the book review for All This Time. I did not realize how many people wanted a book review of this until I did a poll on my Instagram. I'm like, ooh, I guess I should film that. So here we are. So recently I read All This Time. It came out on September 29th, and I pre-ordered it and I got it that day, so I read it in like 3 days. Well, it would have been shorter, but I had homework. So anyways, so All This Time is the new book from the best-selling authors of 5 Feet Apart, Mickey Daughtry and Rachel Lippincott. No, All This Time is not a part 2 or a sequel to 5 Feet Apart. It is simply their second book together. Yes, the title is very, or not the title, the cover is very similar to 5 Feet Apart, but it is not a part 2. But if you get the Barnes & Noble exclusive version, I'm not sponsored, I'm no way sponsored, but if you get the Barnes & Noble exclusive version, there's an extra chapter in it that features 5 Feet Apart characters, which is so cool. It's like All This Time characters and 5 Feet Apart characters and like worlds colliding, and it's just like, it's so cool. So yeah, I had actually pre-ordered All This Time, and then I got it, and then I read it, and as soon as I finished it, I found out there's this Barnes & Noble exclusive version. So I gave my book to a friend who I thought would like it, and then I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive version because you guys know how much I love 5 Feet Apart. So, anyways, with all that said, enough of 5 Feet Apart because this is about All This Time. I'm just going to jump into this book review. I do want to state that this is a spoiler-free book review. I don't like spoilers. I know some other people don't like spoilers. So this is a spoiler-free book review. Alright, let's go. So first I'm going to read the description to refresh you guys on what this book is about, or for those who have never heard of it. So here we go. Can you find true love after losing everything? From the team that brought you the #1 New York Times bestseller, 5 Feet Apart, comes a gripping new romance. Kyle and Kimberly are the perfect couple. At least, that's what Kyle's always thought. But when Kimberly drops a bomb on their relationship on the night of their graduation party, Kyle's entire world upends. Literally. Their car crashes, and when he wakes up, Kyle has a brain injury. Kimberly is dead, and no one in his life could possibly understand. Until Marley. Marley is suffering from her own loss, a loss she thinks was her fault. And when Marley's and Kyle's paths crossed, Kyle sees in Marley all the unspoken things he's feeling. As Kyle and Marley slowly work to heal each other's wounds, their feelings for each other grow stronger. But Kyle can't shake the sense that he's headed for another crashing moment that will blow up his life as soon as he's started to put it back together. And he's right. Whew. Before I actually get into the book part, I do want to talk about the cover, because the cover is absolutely stunning, and it's very similar to the 5 Feet Apart book cover, as I had mentioned, like the little detailing and the flowers and such, and the character drawn people on it. But I love how it's what's it called? Hourglass. That's what it's called. An hourglass. There we go, that's what I was talking about. I really like the detail of the hourglass. Just the flowers are so beautiful. They remind me of California poppies. And there's like a couple details in here that I don't know if it's like a hint towards something that happens in the book, but I noticed it, and I think it's relating to something in the book. But I'm not going to say what it is because that will spoil it. But it's this little right here with the two people at the top, there's this little, right here in the center, I don't know, that little detailing just reminds me of something that's in the book. So I really like that detailing. And something that I was telling Rachel is, Rachel had been caught. One thing I was telling her was that I really liked the writing style that she and Mickey have. I know this is with 5 Feet Apart as well, but the way they write, it just really draws you in to where you're able to really visualize the setting, and you want to get to know the characters more, and everything is very descriptive, and I really, really like that. There's this one little, there's several moments in the book that there'll be like a little section I read that was really beautifully written and beautifully described. So I thought I'd read one little thing that I liked how it was kind of described. I was able to visualize it when reading it. Don't worry, the part that I'm going to read, it doesn't spoil. It doesn't really spoil anything. Does it? No, it doesn't really spoil it. It doesn't like spoil, like, it doesn't give anything away, so I think I'm okay by reading this. I could see her, feel her, I say. I could never make up that feeling. I could even smell her. She smelled sweet, like orange blossoms or jasmine, or... He pushes open the window, and a sweet scent drifts in from the outside, making my stomach drop another flight. Honeysuckle, he says, finishing my sentence for me. He nods to the other side. It grows wild all over the courtyard. The scent is very similar to jasmine or orange blossoms. That, I don't know, that little section was just really beautiful when I read it, and just how it described it, and I feel like when I was reading it I could almost like visualize like that scene and like smell it and see the colors. Like it just seemed really vibrant in my mind. It's kind of hard for me to talk about the characters without giving away anything, so I'll do my best at this. But Kyle, it was really interesting learning about Kyle and his character and his story. You could definitely, let me just say, as soon as you start reading this book, you gotta buckle up because you're in it for a roller coaster. Like, you just, all over the place. Kyle, what I had noticed about Kyle is that when he loves someone or loves something, he truly loves it. Like he loves hard, you know. He has his mind made up and his heart made up. And, you know, just to see the journey that he went on from heartache to being happy to just a whole other roller coaster of things that happened, it was hard and beautiful to read, and I could really sympathize with Kyle. You know, I felt really bad for some of the things that he had to go through, and but you could also see his character start to develop as time went on, of learning to heal and starting to pick up the pieces and everything like that. And Marley is such a cute character. I really love her. She I hope this doesn't spoil anything, but she likes to wear yellow. She always has something yellow on, and I just think that's so cute. And to me, that kind of symbolized hope, and Marley was kind of like the symbol of hope in this story. And whenever I read about Marley, I'd always get excited because she was just like, to me, she seemed like this cute little bubbly little bright, sunny character who, you know, she was dealing with some things, and it was just beautiful to see how she was starting to heal by getting to know Kyle. Don't know where that came from. But how she was starting to heal from getting to know Kyle, and just to see the progression of her character as well. That was really beautiful to read. I can honestly say this book is a roller coaster. Oh my gosh. There's several moments, like this was like a page turner. Like I was constantly on the edge of my seat, wanting to know more, wanting to read more, and know about these characters. And there are several moments where like you'd like laugh or cry. I actually did not cry with this book. I cried with 5 Feet Apart. But I mean, I was close. I was sad. There are moments that, you know, I would gasp out loud, or there's actually one moment where I was like, what? You have got to be kidding me. So yeah, you know it's good when I'm saying stuff like that out loud. But I just thought this was just such a beautiful read, and it was kind of like an easy read, the way it's, I mean, of course, it's YA, it's young adult, but it's just, I really, really loved this story, and I love books where you can just feel everything. You can feel the emotions, and like books that take you on a journey, and they can just visualize everything and feel like you're there. Oh my gosh, there's this other part that I want to read to you guys. Alright, so there's this other portion I want to read to you guys. I don't think it will spoil anything. It doesn't really, no, it doesn't spoil anything. But when I read this part just got me really, I don't know, really happy. I mean, not happy. I mean, it just, I liked this part. It says, I pull myself back up and head inside. The bells on the door jingle noisily above me as I'm hit with the blast of cool AC, well worth the extra strain. I order 2 scoops of chocolate on a cone and sit down automatically in the seat by the window. The ice cream melts in my mouth as I stare at the empty seat across from me. Sam, Kim, and I were usually always together, but going to Ed's for ice cream was something just for the 2 of us. On warm fall days after practice, or on a random half day of school, I'd make up some excuse to walk into town, surprising her with a cup of mint chip. She'd always snap a picture before her first bite and post it on Instagram. So, I mean, I know that was kind of sad, but I don't know, when I read that, the town that's in here really reminds me of my hometown in Colorado, and especially the ice cream parlor bit in the book just remind me of an ice cream shop where I used to live. So when I read that, I was like, oh, that's so nice, but sad. Anyways. But overall, you guys, I really, really, really love this book, and I can honestly say I haven't like fallen in love this much with a book since 5 Feet Apart. I kind of fell off the path of reading books for a bit, and then when I started reading this, it kind of started everything else of reading all these books. So it definitely sparked my love of reading again, and I really love this book, and I love the journey that it takes you on, and just all the emotions that you feel, and it's just, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful book. I mean, there's some sad moments, there are some happy moments, like it's a beautiful and really well done book. So, Mickey and Rachel, congratulations on this book. It is absolutely amazing, and I love it so much. But you guys, I highly recommend that you guys check out this book. It's amazing. But let me know if you guys have read it or if you're going to read it. I'd love to hear more of you guys' thoughts on it. But yeah, definitely go and check it out. But I think that is it for this book review. I will be posting another book review soon of another book that I read that I liked. So, yeah, I guess that's it for today's video. But don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and again, comment if you've read this book, if you're going to read this book, or anything like that. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm most active there. And don't forget to listen to my podcast, Blooming Roses. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!